Hi, chat. Hello, hello. Happy Monday. I said it correctly this time instead of last week when I said Happy Monday on a Tuesday. Dude! Dude is joining. She's very excited about Minecraft. Also, Onmers, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. It is nice to have you. Hold on, let me see who got first crew. There's a couple of things I have to catch up on. I see Hopeful Weirdo, Thomas, Hollow, Micah, and Meggie. Congratulations for snatching one of the first 5. I hope you guys enjoy your cool crews today. Then I saw Kane with those biddies. Thank you so much as well. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we have Izzy with the 50 stream streak, Hollow with the 45 stream streak, Emma with the 60 stream streak, Casual Bongos with the 30 stream streak, Hopeful Weirdo with the 5 stream streak. Let's freaking go. Unofficial 164 stream streak. Exactly. We're just gonna stick with that. Stupid Twitch for messing it up. But welcome in, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well. Ooh, I hope so too. Because honestly, a quiche is so good, and a spinach quiche also sounds delicious. So I hope that that works out. Yes, of course, Mike and Joy. That sounds like such a perfect combo. A little bit of Animal Crossing, a little bit of mining and crafting. We love to see it. We love to see it. I'm so excited for mining and crafting. It felt very weird not to have a Minecraft Monday last week. Don't get me wrong. I had a great time with the marbles game. It was lovely. I just got so used to doing Minecraft on Mondays that I feel really weird for not having played Minecraft for like 2 weeks. Because I also didn't play in my own time. Not at all, which is weird because I normally do that too. Also, hi Sage, welcome in. And Thomas, you need more holiday. Did you go? You didn't go back to work today, right? I feel like I remember you saying that you didn't go back to work today. Love the ponytail. Thank you. Yeah, so I sat down at my desk like 5 minutes before stream, and I sat in this chair, and I was like, oh, I want to keep my window open because then some fresh air can come in and then I don't feel as sleepy. But then I sat here in my short sleeve t-shirt and I was like, actually sitting in the draft is really cold. So then I was like, oh, I want to put a sweater on. So then I put a sweater on. I don't know what it was. Like, my hair is not hairing today. So I put the sweater on and it just made my hair flat. I was like, no, we're putting it up. I'm done. I'm done with my hair for today. It's going back and I don't want to just go. So yeah, now we have ponytail. But I don't do ponytails the entire day because I don't know if you guys know this pain, but if you do, you'll understand why. The hair pain, like the roots, I have that so bad if I put my hair up in a ponytail for an entire day. So like now I'm like, oh, I can do it because I know that I can take it out in like 3 or 4 hours when I go to bed. But when I do this for a whole day, like somewhere halfway through the day, I'm like, oh, my hair doesn't feel good. And then I take it out and it hurts so bad. I don't know what it is, but like specifically high ponytails give me such hair pain. I feel 1000%. Yeah, I'm like, I really wish I could wear my hair like this more often because I actually really like it, but it just starts to hurt so badly throughout the day. For me, it depends on the scrunchie I use. It does depend if I wear like one of the, do you know those phone cord elastic bands? I don't know if that's a good explanation, but that's the best I can come up with. Those tend to hurt my hair a lot less than if I have like a scrunchie, or the worst is like a normal elastic. Which makes it now very visible that I poke them, and no egg or anything on the knife, but they are quite big now compared to when I put them in. Wait, they grew? That is kind of funny. Yeah, the normal ones are the worst. They just pull your hair so badly. I think for me, it also depends on the length of my hair. So like the longer my hair is, obviously it's heavier and then it tugs more. But if my hair is really short and I have to pull more, like this is kind of the ideal length because now I'm like, there's not a lot of weight, but at the same time, I also don't have to like pull up my hair very tightly because if I have shorter hair, then like I have to really pull it up for it to stay up. Like the transparent ones are better than the black ones. Yes. Yes, I have the transparent ones as well, and I agree. They are better. I don't know why, but I totally feel the same. Also, Korea, thank you so much for the 11-month resub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with your Prime as well, you only have one of those, and you decided to share it with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate that lots. And also, welcome into everyone who's joining. I hope you guys are all doing so well. Anton, thank you so much for the 5-stream streak as well. Let's go, let's go. Also, Thomas, I saw your message. You go back to work tomorrow. Good luck. You got this. Go to sleep on time tonight. But yeah, I feel it. I don't know. It's like I always feel very lucky that when I go back to work, I'm like, I don't really not want to go back to work because I enjoy my work. It's not as bad as when I was working in corporate. Then I really had that feeling of, oh, my holiday is over and I really don't want to go back. It's a lot less now, but still, obviously, the end of a holiday is like, oh, sad end of a holiday, you know? You're now also 15% of your book. Nice. I actually managed to read a little bit after dinner, so I'm now at 21% of my book. Sleep on time, but my favorite Minecraft streamer is having a Minecraft stream. Okay, but I mean, I don't know. What do you understand for sleep on time? Because I would be like, oh, if I go to sleep at like 10:30, we'll be really on time. Exactly. Didn't give voldoening. It can give voldoende. I mean, it's good money, I guess. It is in a way nice to just have a paycheck every month and not worry about that part. I guess that's the one part of the stress of this job that I would like to trade. Also, hi, Chris. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. This book, holy shit. But it's basically a collection of short stories that are all tied together under like a bigger timeline. And I just finished the second short story. So there's like an introductory story, which basically sets apart the time where the virus is found. This book follows a timeline of the Earth trying to or like humanity trying to survive a deadly virus. The first one was just like the backstory, and then the second story is like actually into it. Speechless. Like truly heartbreaking. So yeah, if you want to read a book that in one way makes you really sad and at the same time also sort of restores your faith in humanity, already I'm like 60 pages in of the 230 something, or no, 289, so it's like almost 300 pages. Also, hi Belek, welcome in. It's good to see you. I love to say Dutch names whenever I'm speaking English. It makes me feel very fancy when I say that. But yeah, this was a great recommendation from Estelle already. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cry. I almost cried at the second story, but it was almost so absurd that I couldn't cry. It was like, imagine if you have an episode of do you guys remember there's one episode in Black Mirror, San Junipero, where it's like, in a way, like something that is truly unhinged or like very futuristic becomes beautiful? This book is literally that vibe. So far, at least. It felt like I was reading an episode of Black Mirror, but then without it being really scary and negative, and it kind of like low-key being quite beautiful. Riri! Thank you so much. What the heck? Thank you so much for the 28 months and also on freaking tier 2. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please send all your subby perks, including all your tier 2 subby perks as well. And also thank you for that follow earlier. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Something interesting happened this morning. There was a strange smell in the air all morning, and around 11 a.m. I got my answer. The whole valley where I live was covered by a thin layer of smoke. Turns out the smoke from wildfires in Belgium found its way here. That's wild. We were literally talking about this earlier today about how I also woke up one night with like fire smell in my house, and it turned out to be from like a fire somewhere in Rotterdam. But obviously that's the same city. That's wild. So putting it on my TBR then, gotcha. On my book is I'm just learning a lot about how to make wine with a side of solving crime. Wait, I love that. That reminds me of a book I read earlier this year, which is called Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, where it's like you learn a lot about tea. Because she runs a tea shop. So you learn a lot about like tea and different ingredients for tea and like flavors that go together. And then you have the side story of her trying to solve a murder. Time to look up that episode again. Listen, that is one of the few episodes of Black Mirror that I've watched like multiple times. Not just like twice, like truly 4 or 5 times. It is so beautiful. It makes me cry every single time as well, but it is so beautiful. For anyone who doesn't remember, the episode that the San Junipero episode is where you can basically, when you're about to like die, or when you're like really sick, or when you're just old, you can upload your consciousness to a cloud, and then you can basically live in a virtual world. Especially if you're like your physical body isn't in a great place anymore, you can basically live out your life in a digital server. And the story follows 2 ladies who both have their conscience uploaded to the cloud, and then they fall in love in the 80s. Like both of their simulation is set in the 80s, and they dance and they fall in love, and it's like this really beautiful queer love story. And then you like initially you don't know that it's like actually 2 older ladies that are like uploaded to the cloud. You just follow 2 young girls. And then you find out that in real time, like in the now, both of these ladies are like well into their 70s, 80s. And that one of them is actually in the hospital. And then one of them that is still like mobile enough goes to visit the other lady. And then they like fall in love IRL in like real time as well. And it's just so beautiful. Like that entire story, I don't know what it is, but it was like so heart-wrenching, but so beautiful. I love that got held by Automod because of his name. That is amazing. The best part is that is such a Dutch name as well. Like, it's a very old-fashioned Dutch name, but Dick is actually a very common Dutch name. As in, like I said, pretty old-fashioned, although Scott has a friend who's named Dick. Also, Vivian, welcome in. It's very nice to have you. I hope you're doing so well. You're going book shopping in Den Haag on Saturday with your mom. Oh, enjoy. I'm jelly, but I should really not go book shopping. I should really first read all the books that I bought instead of buying more. And I have bought quite some. Although there's one book that there's 2 books that I might purchase. I still want to buy the book from my friend who I'm going to see at TwitchCon because I want her to sign it. So that book I'll buy before I go to TwitchCon. That's one of the books that I'm still going to buy. And also, apparently, this was very dumb on my end. I bought Heated Rivalry thinking that was the first book in the series, but technically it's not. It's book 2 in the series. The first book is The Long Game. So I think I might buy the first book and read them actually in order of which they were written. Instead of just buying, or I mean, technically you can read the second book because the first book is the story of Scott and Kip. If you watch Heated Rivalry, you'll know. In the show, they basically combined book 1 and book 2 into one season, but it's basically the full backstory of Scott and Kip, and it's like really in depth. And then the second book is about Ilya and Shane. So I'm like, you can technically read it, and then you just see Scott's character in the book and Kip's character in the book, and then you'll just have to like know the backstory from this show. But I figured it might be nicer to actually start reading it from book 1. So that's one more book that I might buy, simply because if I want to read the series, it makes sense for me to. I could also technically get it on my e-reader, but since I already bought book 2, it now feels very silly not to buy book 1. So yeah, those are 2 books, but the one for my friend, I'm actually going to have to order because they didn't sell it in any of the bookstores. I actually really wanted to buy it in a local bookstore. I'm still going to order it through my local bookstore, I think, but they didn't have it on the shelves. So that was a bit sad because I actually wanted to grab it, but they didn't have it. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. When a purchase has a good discount, do it. That is true. Yes. That is true. But the thing is, books rarely go on discount. It doesn't happen very often. I love that you had a display that you opted out of the AI. Yes, I made sure to add it to this thing just as like a little extra reminder to hopefully help people like more easily see which streams are opted in or opted out of AI. At least make it very clear which ones are opted out. I was gonna wait a few more weeks, but my mom said she wants to go on Saturday, and therefore we're now going on Saturday. Fair enough. Fair enough. I yearn for my daily BookBub email with the 99 to €2 book deals. Wait, what is this? I have never heard of this. Can I? No, I shouldn't do this, but can I do this too? BookBub? Wait, it's ebooks as well? Oh, that's very dangerous. Oh, that is very dangerous. But at the same time, not that dangerous, because let's be real. If there's a series or a book that you want to buy anyways, like I literally looking at the website, like I just open it, I immediately see like multiple things where I'm like, oh, I actually wanted to read that. Like multiple titles where I'm like, oh, either I've read it recently or I wanted to read that, or I've been curious about this, but I haven't actually bought it. And ebooks like are nice because you can just dump them on your e-reader and then just have them forever. Yeah, that's why it's so dangerous. True. And also you'll be like, oh, it's only $2. But at the same time, if I buy and like this book was $14, that's 7 ebooks. My condolences, but also you're welcome. This is very good knowledge, but also very dangerous knowledge, but very good knowledge. Because I haven't actually touched my e-reader in such a long time because I've bought so many physical books. I simply just haven't had the need to even charge my e-reader. I also used to have like a subscription to have books on my e-reader, like from Kobo. I had Kobo Plus, which basically gave me books. Like you can hire or not hire, rent. That's the word I was looking for. Rent unlimited books through Kobo Plus. But then obviously you don't own them. You're just renting them. You have to give them back. Like as soon as you... The thing is, you can technically keep them on your e-reader forever as long as you keep paying your monthly subscription. As soon as you cancel your subscription, the thing runs out. So I went to a book warehouse with friends last year and got like 40 books for £60. Listen, I should not know things like this exist. I have limited space in my bookcase. I do feel like it helps that there are certain genres that I just don't read. I think that makes it a lot easier because there's also people who just read everything. Like my mom, for example, she will read every genre. She just loves reading. I guess there's obviously like books that she probably doesn't enjoy as much, but she reads across all genres. I am very particular in which ones I read, which I guess helps in maybe protecting myself from buying a lot of books, but I am going to sign up for this. This is not going to be dangerous at all. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah. You didn't do this yet. I love it when people do the sound alerts. It just makes me happy. I had a Kindle for a while, but I started reading paperback and I feel like I cannot go back. I feel like paperback is a really nice in between. I feel like so I was initially reading a lot on my e-reader and then I read a couple of hardbacks. Those are heavy and I really missed my e-reader. But now that I'm reading, especially thinner paperbacks, the like 200, 300 pages, it's like just as comfortable as an e-reader. It's totally fine. I've saved around 100 books in 1.5 years during my time as a library assistant. They've been thrown out otherwise, old books or new books with unfortunate ink. Yeah. I have a friend of mine who also works in the library, and my parents, well, my dad still works at a library, but he works in IT, so he doesn't see as many books being written off. But one of my friends works in a library, and when my mom used to work in a library, she also would save books so often because this kind of happens with books being written off. Like if they're even slightly damaged, or if there's like writing in them, or if there's like a new edition of the book that was published that the library then bought with like a different cover or something like that, um, then they very, very often will just ditch the old ones. I was talking to my dad the other day about how I would love to eventually read Dune. That's a big project though, because those are very hefty and dense books. But I think they're really good. I've heard really good things about them. And I told my dad, I was like, oh, I would love to read Dune. And he was like, oh, my coworker recently actually got Dune for free because the library was writing them off and like literally getting rid of them. And she just snacked them from the cart of books that were going to just be thrown out. And then I was like kind of confused because I was like, oh, but Dune is really popular, right? Like they are literally making the movies still. It's actually becoming more popular again, even though it's quite of like an older sci-fi series. And he was like, yeah, but they ordered like the new version of the books that has been published because of the movies. Because a lot of people don't know it's an old sci-fi series. Like a lot of people just assume that it's relatively new, or they don't even know the books exist until they hear about like the films. And then they go searching for the book, and then obviously they're more enticed to go and rent or loan the book if it has like the movie cover or like something like more modern. So they're basically getting rid of all the old copies and they're just buying new ones. Also, the old copies are like very clearly red and like the pages are a bit yellow and stuff like that. But then I was like, I love this because if you have like an original copy of Dune, that's like a really cool keepsake. Book of Night by Holly Black and Gardens of Secrets, Stephanie Gardner. Alchemize for free, nice. Also, I have books from Holly Black, I think. My sister gave them to me. The Cruel Prince. My sister gave them to me. I have The Cruel Prince and then like the part 2 in that series as well. I have like a couple of books where my sister bought like the first 2 books and then she decided she didn't like the series, so she gave them to me. So now I have them. I'm thinking I might buy Project Hail Mary. Oh, Project Hail Mary is such a good book to read. I can highly recommend it. I enjoyed it so much, even after seeing the movie. Like, it's a really good read. Love Cruel Prince. I've heard good things about it. I'm actually excited to read it. It's on my TBR. But it's another series, so I've been like kind of hesitant to start another series just because I feel like my previous one, I'm like, oh, Poppy War took me forever. It literally took me 2 months. That entire trilogy of like 2,000 pages took me 2 months. I don't know why I felt like I was stuck into a series so much, because Mistborn I think took me longer. But it's probably because I bought so many books during that time that I've just been really desperate to continue reading. You also got Katabasis for free, but in Swedish, not in English, yeah. That's the thing. I don't think I would want to read Dutch books anymore. Maybe occasionally. I was actually talking to a friend about this because we were both saying the other day to each other, we're like, yeah, our Dutch is really getting worse. Like, our Dutch isn't that good anymore because we both speak English so much and we're both like reading in English. And then your Dutch just kind of deteriorates over time. So we were saying like sometimes we should also read a book in Dutch, even if it's translated, but just to, tickle that part of our brain. I'm happy I own it, but you kind of want to read it in English. Yeah, I feel like especially with a book that's written in English, like if it's translated from, let's say, Japanese to Swedish or something, like you're going to have to read a translation anyways because you can't read the original. But if something is written in English, it feels so silly to like read it in your own language. You only read Dutch books if they're originally Dutch. I'm just not super enticed to read most originally Dutch books. I have a couple of exceptions though. You know what a guilty pleasure of mine is? Reading Susanne Vermeer. These are like, okay, I'm going to show you guys and then I think you guys will understand what types of books these are. I also have 3 of them, and fun fact, I bought none of them. I always get these from free street libraries because these are the types of book that people tend to read and then throw away, or like they don't want it anymore. I'm going to show you guys the covers, and then you're probably going to be able to guess what types of books they are. And if not, I'm going to tell you. But I would love for you guys to guess what types of books these are. Oh, that's fun, Jess. Oh, that must be like a weird fourth wall. It's not romance. No. I can imagine why you would say that though, but it's not romance. Yes, they're intense. Like they're kind of like mystery thrillers. For example, this one is Helen and Frank are have been married for 15 years. They never had any children, even though Helen would have liked that. As a tour operator, Frank is often away from home. On one day, he actually surprises his wife with a romantic cruise in honor of their wedding day. The journey is amazing until Frank disappears. Helen is I don't know, she's like in distress. But he's never found. Basically, with a broken heart, she goes back to the Netherlands. Obviously, it's a Dutch book. And after a couple of hard months, a credit banker, I guess, contacts her. And then she finds out that Frank, her husband, was actually leading a double life. And then she puts like her entire life upside down to try and find out the truth about her husband's double life, you know, stuff like that. Or I remember one of the other ones that I don't own anymore and that I actually gave away because I finished it, is like about a lady who finds out that her sister was like brutally murdered by her brother or something like that. And then she tries to like uncover the truth and stuff like that. I don't know for anyone who, if you've read The Girl on the Train, it's that same type of book. I have not, Lex. No, I've not even heard of it. The cover is so innocent. Yeah, I know. But for all the Dutchies, I feel like this cover is very telling for this type of book. Like if you ever see a book like this in the bookstore, you'll know it's like that type of books. There's also another writer, Simone van der Vlucht. She writes exactly these books. Fun fact, Simone van der Vlucht is actually a woman. Susanne Vermeer is actually a guy. He's writing under a pseudonym. They're crime mystery novels set in Italy, mainly Venetia, and they're so well written. Ooh, that does sound right up my alley, actually. That does sound right up my alley. Yeah, I don't know. I like crime and mystery books. I don't know. There's something about it that just entices me. I'm like, I want to know how it ends. Yeah, some are cliches, some are gold nuggets. I feel like that's the same with books like this or Simone van der Vlucht. Like some of them are really good and some of them you're kind of like, okay, yeah, I've read this story 20 times, but it ended up being based in my hometown and the main character had your name. That is a crazy coincidence. That is wild. That is a crazy coincidence, literally. My boyfriend got me into them by literally reading them to me like a damn bedtime story. I love that. Also, you have the same one. Nice. It's a good scrunchie. I like it. Okay, I'm going to put these back on my shelf. Hold on. The way she actually looked up, Yes Maniac, when you played that, that was so funny. She heard that. She was like, oh, this is for me? This is my theme song? Also, Kieran, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. It's because she knows. Exactly. She knows. Also, the ads ran, so I'm actually going to start up Minecraft. My cue. Exactly. She's like, hold on. This my cue to enter the stage? She's so silly. Also, oh my God, guys, I have to tell you something. while the game is starting up, because this is kind of relevant. That's why I'm thinking about it now. Um, you guys know how I had like issues with my PC, right? With like the graphics card and like having crashes and stuff. And then I did like a clean driver install and all the steps, and then I still had crashes, and it was like really stressful. Basically, I had like back and forth email contact with the PC specialist, the people who build my PC. And like they basically sent me a list of things that I could do to resolve my issues. And the final step was to remove the strimmer cable, which is the cable that was basically like an extension cord from my power supply to my GPU. It was the one with lights, like the very pretty lights in it. However, unfortunately, those strimmer cables are known to give energy dips, which can cause your graphics card to crash, especially considering that I have a 5080 graphics card that has like a little spike whenever games start up or whenever I'm streaming or editing or stuff like that. Basically, the power cable would just drop power and then the graphics card would crash. So they were like, yeah, we're going to need you to change out cable. We're going to need you to remove the strimmer cable and basically hook up the original power cable. They were like, don't worry, the original power cable is already in the PC. You just need to unhook the strimmer part and then basically undo the cable management on the graphics card one and then like pull the graphics card cable through the PC case and plug it in. I was so scared. I was so scared I was going to break something. I was so scared I was going to fuck it up. I was like, I don't know. I've never done this before. And then I did it and it was literally like 5 minutes and it was so easy. It was one of the easiest things I've ever done. It was so obvious which cable I needed. Undoing the cable management was literally just undoing a little tie and then putting it back later. It is less pretty than my original cable. That's unfortunate, but it seems like everything stabilized. Like I haven't had any issues. So yeah, I was really scared. And then it turned out to be like not that difficult. And then I was like, oh, I really stressed about nothing. I postponed this for like the entire time because I was so scared about it. And then it turned out to be really easy. So yeah, if anyone needs a reminder, if you're ever scared to do something, it's probably most likely more in your head than in reality. It's actually scary. It was so fine. I don't know why I stressed so much about it. But yeah, it seems like everything stabilized so far. Rose PC's building skills. Well, that's the thing. It's apparently not that difficult. Okay, so I'll do a really quick recap for anyone who hasn't seen what we've been working on. This is basically the area that we're working on right now. Obviously, it doesn't look very cozy now with all of the rain and stuff. But this is our town square. Ooh, enjoy supper. Enjoy. The things that we still have to do. I want to add decoration along this wharf because right now it's really empty and I want to have benches and bins and plants. But most importantly, I want to have it look like goods are being unloaded here. So we're going to add like logs with rails over it and stuff like that. You got rain. Let's go. I'm so happy for you. I sent it your way mentally. It worked. You built your first PC without knowing anything with just a YouTube tutorial and it worked very well. See, that's the thing. I feel like it is honestly not as difficult as I made it out to be. But my brain is just really scared because it's like, oh, it's hardware. What if I fuck it up? You know, what if I break something? Especially because I'm so aware of how expensive it is. Like the graphics card I have is so expensive. I'm like, what if I fuck it up? You know? So that's the part that makes me scared. Also, what I want to do is I want to add like small decor over here and stuff. So basically on the town square, there's a couple of like weird and emptier corners that I feel like we can just add stuff to. So we're going to essentially do a lot more detailing. As you can see, I started with a bench here, which I think I really like, although I do think it might look nicer if we move it over one. This is where I started a planter box. And then I realized I wanted the sniffer flowers, and that's when we went on a side quest to get sniffers. We now actually have sniffers. We just need to wait for them to grow up. But I do like the flower design like this. But I think I might start with mixing and matching. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple of these flowers and switch them out with these leaf blocks so that they're a bit different. Yeah, sniffer flowers. So these are sniffers. And they sniff out flowers. 2 different types. Also high cost site, welcome in. These are basically little guys that they can find flowers. Isn't that cool? But yeah, that's something I want to do. And then one of the projects that I don't think we'll get to today, but I want to do, I eventually want to build like a big custom tree over here. I want to make sure that we connect stuff like this. Right now, the connection between the town square and, for example, my storage room here is a little weird. I feel like probably here we eventually want to do, I don't know, also maybe a custom tree or something. I haven't fully decided on everything, but I want to basically make sure that this town square has a very natural connection. Also, is there a reason I still have this torch here? Yeah, it's not needed. That area is so cute. Wait, you mean the area here? With my farms and stuff? Yeah, they have a purpose. That's why I went to go find them. Okay, so I am gonna... No, I'm gonna take... Hold on, no, I'm doing this wrong. I'm gonna take some of these, and then we're gonna swap them around. So I think that might look cuter. I know that this is like such an unimportant detail that I'm working on right now, but I just have a feeling like it might be really cute to do that. Yeah, see, that is really cute. Okay. Does every animal have a purpose? No, not really. Most animals in Minecraft actually do not necessarily... Well, that's not entirely true. If you have a cat, cats will scare away creepers. So I shouldn't tell lies, actually. So yeah, they do actually have a purpose. Okay, let's see. I need to do one more. This feels like an awfully unimportant detail to work on right now, but I just, the moment I saw it, I was like, I think that would be cuter. And now I actually have to fix it. Oh, there's another cat here. I also see that I never actually finished the lineup here. So that is great. Oh, wait, I can just swap them. That's amazing. How did I not realize? I only have like 25 hours in it and my base is very basic, but I'm hooked. Let's go. I'm so happy that you're using the mod pack and enjoying it. That's making me really, really happy to hear. That is so fun. I love that. Especially because I remember making this mod pack and I know I mainly just made it for myself. Like I wasn't even trying to make it for anyone else initially. But now I hear so many people that are using it and it just makes me really happy. I know, because I put in so much work. Yeah, I'm liking this. I think this looks better. It's a silly, small detail, but I think it was good. I do think I need more of the petals to continue this pattern all around. I just don't know if I have any more. I mean, I have more cherry leaves. I also have more cherry leaves here, but I don't think I actually have any more flowers. Do I have any flowers in my storage room? I'm so happy to hear that, T. Thank you so much for telling me as well. That is fun to hear. I truly think I don't have it anymore. Which means that we're gonna have to get our bone meal and our flowers, and we're gonna have to bone meal a whole bunch of this. Luckily, it's very easy to bone meal. I've added a few mods already to it, just some variants for the animals. That is so fair. There's actually a couple of mods that I have been thinking about adding as well eventually. Like, there's just some more mods that are really fun. But I think I'm kind of waiting because I want to potentially first focus on oop. Oh no. I keep forgetting that you need separate ones in your inventory to put them on the shelves. Instead of just a whole stack. I keep forgetting that you can basically put a whole stack. Also, I keep still taking the shortcut. I need to fix that. Okay, let's swap them around. And then over here as well. But yeah, I first want to update to one of the newer game versions because I'm already so far behind with this version at this point. I'm like, there's so much good content that I'm just missing out on. Because if I want to add more mods, that's just gonna become more and more challenging to keep up with. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of debating what I want to do. Okay, yeah, that looks nice. I'm happy with that. I still really like the flower stall, actually. Makes me happy. I think I might actually just start with working on the docks at this point. Just to quickly pivot away my attention a little bit from this actual space over here. Because maybe that'll help just give my mind a little bit of a refresh. I wanted to work with spruce logs, I think. Because they look cool. We can also do pale oak. I think that's a nice change. I did bring my rails. Okay, that's good. I have composters, which is good. We can definitely use that. We can use some flower pots and oak saplings. I guess I can use some lodestones. We can use the dark oak with the thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. With the mangrove. I guess we can also just have some ores sitting on the thing. And then we have... Actually, hay bales would be kind of great, but I just need to grab some more then. Ooh, enjoy Assassin's Creed. Enjoy. That's the seeds. Okay, I do have some. So I can actually make myself some more hay bales. Because like I said, I really want this to look like we're having... Oh no, I'm doing that wrong. Lol. Did that the wrong way around. I really want it to look like ships just like unloaded their items. So I think maybe I need to make a bunch of spruce trap doors as well. Oh. Well, that's not a bunch, huh? Let's make a bunch of spruce trap doors so I can line the hay bales. Let's see. Anything else? We can have that decorated pot, I guess. We can have the mini cobblestones as well. We just need like a whole bunch of random decor, essentially. Maybe some pumpkins can work too. I actually would like to work with blocks of bamboo and bamboo planks, but we need to go get that later then. Let's first get started with what we have. And I think I might actually start with this side. And then we're gonna go like this. Gonna have to figure out like what will look the best. Maybe just something like this. No, actually, hold on. That one shouldn't be here. Should be like this. And then... Oop. Placed that wrong. I didn't think about that. Let's see. I actually don't know if I want to have these two then. I think maybe just like this. But then why does that look so weird? Mine is now on 26.2, but there's still some that are not updated to that as far as I know, but the most important ones are. I guess you could say, yeah. So the thing is, because I'm actually using every single mod in my mod pack, I have to wait with updating until all of them are updated. I mean, I guess it works. I don't know why I'm struggling with it, but I guess it works. I just feel like they're so big. Does that make any sense if I say that? I just feel like the logs look so large. But I guess that's just how it is. That's just because the wharf is actually not that big. Okay. And the bottom one needs to go. There we go. Yeah, because I do think it looks like a ship just arrived and, like, I don't know, just dropped cargo off. Yeah, it does look like harbor kind of vibes. So I do dig it. I think I like it. And then I wanted to... No, let's not do that next to these fences because they're going to connect to it, and I think that looks weird. We can go like this, and then that's where the trapdoors come in. We can pretend like this is, I don't know, sitting in some sort of... Oh, that doesn't work with the corner. Didn't think about that. Hold on. Hi, she watches Twitch. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. It is good to see you. And also, Orbcoys, welcome in. I hope you're doing well as well. Okay, hold on. We're going to go like this. Yeah, that looks a bit better. I like it. So that's like a crate of hay that just got dropped off. And we can do something like that again. Maybe like over here on this side. And then we can have a bunch of ore and we can use the lodestone as well. I guess the ones at the bottom you won't really see. So we can just use this. And then have like these. And then we can pretend... Oh, I need more trapdoors. Yay! Let's go. I'm so happy to hear that your exam went really well. I am so happy. That is really good to hear. Okay, let's see. We need to make some more trapdoors. There we go. I'm still really happy with how that fountain turned out. I feel like it's exactly what I wanted. Okay. And then I guess technically... Just go like this so that we have a little bit of extra there. And then I would like to do a bench. I'm going to have to figure out where to do that because I would like to do that on a piece where it's like a little bit straighter. Maybe here. Someone had shared a document with the questions and answers from the exam, and I want to check, but I'm also scared. Yeah, I get that. I probably wouldn't. Like, if it was me, I wouldn't check it because I just know that I would be stressing. Because I'm like, I don't remember exactly what I answered. And I also remember from the days where I was in uni is that sometimes you answer differently and the teacher, like, still thought that your answer was correct and, like, good enough. But then you're going to stress about not having answered it correctly, even though the teacher will actually give you the points, and it's just going to be extra stressful. I need 2 things. Yeah, is it going to give you peace or stress? That's basically it. Like, for me, it would definitely give me stress, so I wouldn't look at it. I need leaves. Let's go for the flowering azalea. I like those a lot. And then we can place them on top. Like so. And then I want to do this and then get one of these. Hold on, I'm going to have to go like that and then get one of these to go in there. Nice. Now we have a nice little bench here. I like it. Hey. Not to just jumping on my PC again. I'm going to have to get one of those covers, I think. I fear. I fear because she is a menace and she keeps... Ask Abu to print it. I've been thinking about not necessarily asking Abu to print it, but in general, ask someone to print one or order one. But I'm going to need it, I'm afraid. Okay, we have another little crate with pumpkins chilling here. Okay, I'm just going to look like... I do like it. Preparing a package anyways. See, now you're making me curious. Okay, I think... I'm just gonna... This is like gonna be a little bit random, but I'm just gonna add these mini blocks kind of around. Because I feel like it makes sense. It's just like little bits and bobs that are just... I don't know. On the docks. There we go. I actually still don't have the email thing set up. So if you send me something, and that's not because I don't want to, that's literally because the email thing is not, you can't set it up now because it's broken. Okay, that is cute. I don't know. I feel like maybe for now, this is already a pretty good start. I think I might want to do another bench over here because that area right now is really empty and I feel like it could do with a bench. But other than that, I'm actually pretty happy. Although I need more dark oak shelves and more mangrove wood. I also want to move this one over. Because now that I've seen... Actually, you know what? Maybe the whole solution is literally just to make the bench... Yeah, that looks better. I just needed to make the bench smaller. That just requires me to make one oak shelf. Dark oak shelf. I do have dark oak logs. Oh, wait. I have dark oak shelves. Silly me. Do I have... I mean, I have 3 of these. How many pets do you have in your world? I have no idea. I haven't kept count. So I fear I can't really answer that. Okay, we're going to get bamboo as well. And I want to get another composter. Let's just grab these and these so I can make a composter. No, so that's the thing. I actually don't want to use the mangrove ones. I want to get 2 composters. Yeah, let's get bamboo. But yeah, I have no clue how many pets I have because I have truly not kept count, and there's a lot. So unfortunately I don't have a good answer for you. Okay, let's see. Let's get a bunch of these. And then I want to get, let's get 3. Yeah, now I have 7 bamboo planks. Let's get 4, 5. And I want to get a bunch more trapdoors. Okay, let's do that corner on the side here. There we go. Okay, we're gonna start with, I think, a bench over here. 1, 2, 3. And then we can do a composter on either side, like so, with some leaves on it. That's cute. Hello! Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. How was your stream? What were you up to today? I would love, love, love to know. For anyone from my side, please make sure to drop your bum on the follow button that is floating above chat right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love your username. I love your username. Such a great name. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for coming over and bringing all the friends here. I appreciate that a lot. For anyone who's new, welcome in. My name is Rosanna or Ro. I use she, her pronouns, and on the channel we do co-working, gaming, and a sprinkle of IRL streams. And today we did co-working during the day, and now we are just winding down and relaxing with some Minecraft. I am working on my forever world, and right now we are actually building or decorating a town square / the dock area. So I'm just like adding a whole bunch of things as if like cargo was just shipped in and like some benches and stuff. Trying to just make this whole area feel a little bit alive and make it feel like, I don't know, people are actually living here. So yeah, if you guys want to hang out, you're very welcome to do so. But if you need to raid and run, raid and rest, also please make sure to do so. Your raid alert. Yeah, I love having game sounds as my alerts. So if you hang out here, you might hear a lot of, especially Nintendo sounds, because they somehow make really good alerts. Nintendo knows what they're up. They're like, they know what's up. They know what they're doing. I've been making Leon Kennedy with crochet today and singing some songs. Wait, that sounds ridiculously cozy. I love that. And I was telling how cozy your streams are. That's really sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that so much. And thank you so much for deciding to come over and bring your community. I will do my best to take good care of them. I promise. And yeah, everyone can live in this world. You're all welcome. Oh, I can't do the corner thing. Well, I can do the corner thing if I just... No, I don't like that. The thing is, I want to put trapdoors around it, which I can only do if it's, like, technically a square. Like, if I do this, then the trapdoor thing doesn't work anymore. Which is just unfortunate. But that just makes it look like there is... Hold on. No, that doesn't work. There's a crate. So I really like that look. I'm also running out of trapdoors. I'm going to have to make more again. Hold on, because this is not going correctly. Also, I can't put trapdoors here now because they're too close together. Oh, that's infuriating. Do I move this one over? Do I move this one? I might move this one. No, I don't like that either. Oh, I hate how that happens. Wait, can we? Just a thought. Yeah, then I can't put the crate there, so that doesn't work. But we could mix and match this, I think. Is it weird if I... No, that is not weird at all. I can definitely name a pet after you. Do you have a preference of what kind of pet you want to be in this world? I know that Triss, for example, really wanted to be a bee. So we have a bee named Triss. But we have a bunch of cats. We have a bunch of... I actually... Fun fact, I don't have dogs. If you want a dog, we would have to go and get one. Because I actually do not have a single dog in this world, which is kind of ridiculous. I'm just realizing this. I do love cats. Well, we have a cat here. See, this is one of the reasons I want to really upgrade. I currently don't have any name tags, and we're going to have to do some trading. There is a dog. Did we get a dog? Oh, no. We named the cat Dog. That is true. I forgot about this. I was like, did I get a dog? I totally forgot about this, but you're so right. We did that. Okay, I actually like this. I don't like this one up here, though. I feel like that's a little... We can just go like this. That's like a good mix, I think. I like it. Can't you create name tags? Yes, if I was on the newer version of Minecraft, I could. Yes, cats live forever. Unless they get blown up by a creeper. But yeah, ironically enough, you could craft name tags if you're on a newer version of Minecraft, which is exactly why earlier I was saying I really want to be on a newer version of Minecraft, because the same with leads. I can't craft leads yet on this version of Minecraft, I think, which is slightly frustrating. Okay, hold on. Let me clear out my inventory. Because we actually did some good decorating. That was nice. I know that felt like a small task, but we basically just finished a really big task, which was decorating the docks. Because I think with all of this for now, I think I'm okay with how it looks. Like, I don't think I want to add that much more detail. For now. I know the sorting button is literally my best friend. But unfortunately, it is a mod. So I wish that was vanilla Minecraft. Because it's so convenient. I always miss it when I'm playing vanilla. Okay, let's go. And is there a reason? Well, mods. That's the answer. Not all of my mods are updated for the newest version. Or, I mean, they're updated for like one version above the version that I'm on right now. But because updating the mods is like a little bit of a hassle, I kind of want to wait for just a little bit longer and go to like one of the versions of like mid this year. I might want to be a cat as well. I think it's limited that only one person can name a cat during a stream though. So I don't think you can redeem it today. That is the simple reason for that is because otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do, like, I can't afford this. Like, the trading that I'm doing right now is literally to get the name tag so I can buy it. This is one of the reasons we desperately need to update the game at one point. Wait, my ender chest. I left my ender chest outside. I was like, where's my ender chest? Because I do actually have... I don't mean to brag, but it's raining here. I love that for you. I love that for you so much. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna... Do you want... Okay, question. I don't know if your entire username is definitely too long. Like, that doesn't fit on a name tag in Minecraft, I think. So let me know what you would like as the... I know that you said that you want to be in the game. But I'm gonna have to see what I can type. Do you think that... Oh, yes. Give it like 2 weeks. After 2 weeks of straight rainfall, you're probably gonna be like, oh, I really wish that we had some sun. Because that's just how us humans are. What is the mod that connects the stone and the cobblestone? Oh, it's connected textures. No, I didn't mean to place a torch there, but I keep placing torches there by accident. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm gonna leave it. Whatever. At this point, I'm like, you know, whatever is fine. You can just chill there. Well, actually, I think it doesn't fit. Oh no, it fits. Never mind. I'm lying. It fits perfectly. I don't know why I thought it didn't fit. But she watches Twitch. It works. So then we'll just go with your username. Because then it's really clear that it's you. Then, like, no one will see, like, a random other name and not know that it's you. It does. So let's go. Okay, so now, question. Do you have a preference for cat color? Because, for example, I have a gray cat here. And I have a black cat that is sitting in front of my iron farm. Right here. And then I have another cat, like a bit more of an orange tabby that is sitting right there. And I think I have another black cat that is sitting here at the docks. And then I have another orange tabby that is sitting here at my door. And then I have a white cat and a black... I have a lot of black cats in this game. I have a white cat here. And then upstairs I have Toot and Soos. And I think downstairs currently there is no other cats, right? Yeah, no. This is fully empty. So yeah, let me know. Yeah, this is just Cat Town. They're living everywhere. This one finally oxidized. Does that mean I can pick it up? Yes! Also, dude, how did you get here? Typical. Where's Soos? Oh, she's also... The copper golems actually pushed my cats off of the bed. Not cool, copper golems. Not cool. Could I get a ginger cat? Yes. Hold on. You guys can sit there on the bed again. I'm still waiting for that one to oxidize. Okay, we can do the ginger cat that is living next to my house. Because that one is like, I'm 100% sure that she's going to stay there. This one. There we go. You now guard my house. I hope you enjoy. Okay, and the reason I was waiting for these fuckers to oxidize is because I want to actually put them on the docks. Let's go! Cozy Bean, thank you so much for hanging out enough that you got to redeem the palm tree roll. Let's go, let's go. Thank you so much for hanging out enough that you got to save so many points. That is true. That people wouldn't have known that it was you. That would have also been kind of funny. Look, I figured it could be really cool to have this. Yeah, I actually really like that one. Isn't that cute? Also, thank you, Esther, for setting that up. I kind of want it to be over there, though, because I think that would look better. There we go. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so the docks are done. Let's actually check on our sniffers to see if they've already found... If they've grown up. That's, I think, our first important question. Next Monday. I mean, I'll let you guys know once I've actually updated the game, because once we can craft the name tags, this is a lot less of a problem. And then I'm, like, fine doing this more often. Okay. Haven't found a flower, but have they grown up? No. Oh my god, they're still babies. They grow so slow. That's probably because this area actually unloads. I'm just realizing this. I think the reason they grow so slow is because when I'm working over there, this area is not loaded. Yes, sniffers can have name tags as well. Yes. So I might have to stay in this area for a little bit. No, you can redeem it multiple times if you want. That is totally fine. So, like, you can redeem it next time if you're like, I want to name one of the sniffers Bob, you could. I've just seen the tool names. Oh, yeah, we have Summer Holiday, Grim Reaper, Nancy Landgrab, Vladdy Daddy, and Yuki Bear the third. Because I've already broken 2 bows named Yuki Bear. But I guess what I might do is, while we're waiting in this area then, why do I keep picking up eggs? I might just, like, quickly clean up some things here. Because, yeah, the wool storage is a little bit of a problem. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we have too much wool. I think there's gonna come a time where I might have to, like, I don't know, start getting rid of some of the wool instead of saving all of it. Although once we get the wool upgrade, I already know that I'm gonna use a lot of wool to be building, because then we'll have like stairs and slabs and the cushions and stuff. So I don't know. I kind of don't mind that I'm hoarding this, but also the storage is a little annoying like this, but it's fine. At least they're already color sorted. It's just this is such an inefficient way of cleaning it up every single time. Yeah, it is a lot, but it is organized. That is true. And I mean, we have to wait for the sniffers to grow up anyway, so we might as well be here in the area working on some useful things. Because like I said, sometimes being like hoarding now just means that later we don't have to stress about building, and we can just continue building. Without then needing to resource gather. Okay, chests are fully empty now, so this is the last round. Then we're gonna feed the cows. Would you ever join mid-offs? No, never. I don't do Minecraft speedrunning. Ever. Like, I would not enjoy that. Not one single bit. I have fought the Ender Dragon exactly once, and it was the opposite of speedrunning. Ah, fuck, I hate it when I do that. No! I hate it when I accidentally click the wrong button and it sorts my inventory. Because I don't want that. Yeah, I mean, I think mid-offs are a really cool project, but I just would never join. It's not for me. There were just certain things that... Love the heavy snoofing in my left ear. Wait, what? Wheat. Yeah, but Gem is a very different Minecraft player than I am. Like, she's actually good at the game. You were hearing the sniff... Wait, you guys can hear the sniffers? I swear to God, my game is not loud enough for me. Yeah, it's the cows. I was about to say, if you can hear the sniffers, that would be wild. No, this is just our cow crushers. I hear suffering. Yeah, true. You're what? Cow crushers. So there's like, you put 2 cows in a hole, and then you breed them, and then you breed them until there is 64 cows in the hole, and then every single time you feed them and they'll have babies, the game starts to entity cram, which basically means that it's killing off cows. But the game prioritizes adult entities over baby entities, so the babies will live and grow up, and then adult cows die. And because they're dying, we get leather and raw beef. Such a weird moment. Listen, there's a lot of weird moments to enter stream in Minecraft. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of Minecraft consists of farms that are sort of constructed like this. So, yeah, I think it's really funny that you guys keep being so shocked at cow crushers, because an average Minecraft stream has a cow crusher. Yeah, this is just industrial farming. I mean, we also have an automated lava chicken farm. It's really useful. Great source of food. An orphan farm? See, now if you state it like that, it becomes really cruel. But technically, yes, that's not wrong, I guess. See, we have a lot of roasted chicken. It's very effective. See? I even made a window so that I could see the chickens burn. Which is potentially also very cursed, but I don't know. So you see, one just died. This is fully automated. I'll show you guys how it works, or I'll explain how it works. So, do you see there's a bunch of chickens over here? So those chickens are like all chilling on a bunch of hoppers. And all of the hoppers are collecting all their eggs. And then all of their eggs get put into this chest. And this chest puts them in another hopper. And then there's like a little clock here that's basically dispensing the eggs. And then all of these chickens, all the baby chickens here, are standing on top of an anvil. But then when they grow up, they're too big, so their head will melt in the lava. And then they die. And when they die, they get roasted. And then their feather and roasted chicken drops in this chest. This is a very weird way to explain. This is the Minecraft circle of life. It's another universe. I know that you guys are not, you know, accustomed to this, but this is just how it works. Yeah, their head will melt in the lava. It sounds kind of cruel. I mean, that's just the way of Minecraft, guys. This is the way it works. There's an entire song about it in the movie. Okay, they're gonna grow up really soon. Yeah, it's fiction. They don't feel any pain. They just go into the happy sauce, as Tango taught. Tango literally calls lava happy sauce, guys. So, I don't know. Half of these farms not around back then. I don't know if that is true. I feel like an auto chicken farm or a cow crusher have been around in Minecraft since, like, early days. At least a long time. Also, we need to get new food. I'm running out of food. But I want to see them grow up. Don't you know The Sims? Exactly. You all find it so normal to drown your Sims, to lock them in a basement. But when I make a cow crusher in Minecraft, all of a sudden I'm the evil one. I know, the sniffers are really silly. They walk so weird. This is the first time I've seen a cow crusher. I feel like not everyone makes cow crushers. The thing is, you don't really need it. Like, I find it convenient, but you don't really need it. Oh. Hello? I was like, what the hell pushed me back there? So rude. See, now I missed my sniffers growing up. Oh no, they're gonna grow up in a second. Okay, they died. to get that big. They are chunky. Okay, so you know what? I actually feel like I should chop some trees and give them a little bit more space because I feel like a bad parent for keeping them in this super teeny tiny enclosure. I didn't realize they would get that big. I'm very happy we saw it though. That was fun. Just take down some trees. Take down some flowers. Ooh, not torches. Flowers. Just clear this out a little bit. They grow up so fast. Yeah, they really do. I feel like a parent here. Okay, we can extend. I mean, we can eventually actually, like, properly build them. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. We can, like, actually properly build them a habitat. I think that would be really cool. Also, this is a really weird patch of land. I'm going to take that away right now because it bothers me. Okay, I didn't mean to actually dig a hole in the ground as well. There we go. But, like, realistically, we could give them an actual, like, house here. I was like, why did that happen? I was holding my shovel. Don't you think that would be cute? Hi, Fire Cutes. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Like, imagine if we just build them. Like, at this corner, we build them a little shack. Like, a little place to stay. And then we just give them this entire field to roam and find flowers. Which, by the way, they already did. They gave me a pitcher pot. I'm gonna have to look up how to grow the pitcher pots again because there's also like a specific way to grow them. You can't just grow them. Yes, sniffers can reproduce, so we can actually breed them as well. But I would love to build a sniffer enclosure sometime. I think that would be really cute. I'm also gonna have to figure out if I want to keep this beach or if I want to change this to something else. But yeah, we can already breed them as well. Like, I'm just going to go get some more fencing and basically already extend it so that they have a lot of space. I know. Aren't they cute? They're so silly. Oh, another pitcher pot already. You guys are doing so well. Good job. Okay, let me go grab some fences. Which fences did I use? Spruce. A little moss hut. That's actually adorable. Hollow. What? That's oddly specific. Or maybe not oddly specific, but like, thank you for sharing. I'm happy that you do. That's good. Good for you. Animals in Minecraft. That's what I would say. We need sticks and spruce planks. Do we have spruce planks here? No, I used all of them. So then we can go like that. And then we can make basically a whole lot of spruce fences. It was crazy comms, yeah. That was daring. Do sniffers count as animals for the purpose of the... Yes, they do. You can name sniffers. Although the animal thing was already redeemed today, so you can't redeem it right now, but yes, you can absolutely name a sniffer. You can also name a cow if you want. Maybe not name a cow in the cow crusher, but like a cow that is living up there. Like one of the mushroom cows you could name. You can name one of the sheep in the sheep farm if you wanted. All possible. Also, we have ads coming in 16 seconds. I just realized that it's almost time for breaky already. So if you guys are hanging out here, make sure that you use that time to stretch and hydrate and all those good things, because self-care do be very sexy. And then we'll continue building as soon as the ads are done. But yeah, they're going to like run literally right now. So I'm just going to pause my game. And then we need a counting patty and a cow crusher. And then said cow will die. That is really rough. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys in 5 minutes. Make sure to stretch and hydrate, okay? Hi, chat. I am back. Did you guys have a nice break? I know that was a very quick break, but I was very impatient to continue building. So basically when the ads were over, I was like, okay, time to continue building right now. Okay. We extended all of this. Let's make sure that they also start walking around everywhere. And then I have one little frustration. But I can just take away. Oop. Oh, okay. Be careful. Don't just take away. I want to take away those moss blocks. Did they just... No, I did pick them up. I feel maternal towards the little sniffers. They are very cute. Yeah, we're gonna build them a nice house at one point. I feel like that'd be like very nice. Especially because I think it matches up with all the farms that we have here where like we can just continue to path alongside here and then make sure that it continues here. And then like over here we have like a nice gate that goes into the sniffer enclosure. And I also feel like that gives us a little bit of a purpose for like this side of the area. We can like build them a nice enclosure hut kind of vibe. For now we'll just keep it like practical. I don't know. That just makes the most sense to me. Mainly because we are focusing on other things. This will probably not be a next project though, because my next project is going to be the village, I think. So yeah, we have a lot of things to do in this world. But they already gave us 2 pitcher pots, so I quickly have to look up 2 things. One, how to breed these silly guys. How to breed sniffers in Minecraft. Feed 2 adult sniffers 1 torch flower seed. Okay. So they gave us pitcher pods, but not torch flower seeds yet. And I think the pitcher pods grow the pitcher flowers, right? To grow the pitcher pot in Minecraft, use a hoe to turn dirt near water into farmland, plant the pot, and wait for it to grow. Okay. So the thing is, the pitcher pots are actually the flowers that I really wanted. But these guys also give you... They don't just give you the pitcher pots, they also give you torch flowers, I think. How to get torch flower seed in Minecraft. Yeah, they basically have a chance of giving you sniffer sniff the ground on dirt blocks and dig up ancient seeds, giving a 50% chance to find a torch flower, and a 50% chance for a pitcher pot every 8 minutes. Okay. So I might actually, because right now this is kind of ridiculous. Like this part of the dirt is just floating. Like there's a water cave underneath here. I might actually just eventually extend this land here a little bit so that next to the enclosure, we can have a little area where like a little farm where we're actually growing the pitcher pods. But for now I need my hoe because I don't have that on me. I should get that. I think it's in my ender chest. Yeah, and then also I should get myself a stack of food because I ran out of my steaks. I was getting my hoe. I should actually go mend my hoe. My hoe is a little, looking a little rough. You know what is also looking a little rough? The organization of these boxes here. Okay, but we get a hoe and a pitcher pot. Wait, do I have... Yeah, I have grass blocks. Because I might just quickly get rid of the sand and turn all of that into grass blocks. So that when we get the pitcher pods and the torch flower seeds, we can actually immediately start growing them right next to where they live. That's just the most efficient. I'm just gonna get rid of this sand here and change it out for dirt. Let's see. Okay, that looks already a little bit more natural than it did before. So that's great. And then I can just go like that and plant these. Yay! Yay! We got an advancement. Planting the past. Plant any sniffer seed. Isn't that cool? Also, hi, Button. Welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I got another one. I got another pitcher pod. Okay. Please, other sniffer, give me a torch flower. Because I would like to grow that so that I can breed you. Wait, every 8 minutes. Oh, yeah, you're going to find something. Right? Come on. You got this. Did you see the way it plopped down? Did you see the way it went like... Oh, hi. Oh, I'm holding... I'm like, why are they following me? Okay, but I need 2 of those before I can breed them because I need to give it to both of them, I think. I don't get to watch your Minecraft stuff often, so this mod pack is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I am very happy with this mod pack. Yes. Oh my god, please yoink it. Please, please yoink it. I'm very happy if people play with it. Okay, but that means that we need to wait until they dig up another one, which is going to happen in 8 minutes. So that would be 50 real time. In the meantime, we're growing these because these are actually the flowers that I went on this whole distraction for. Because those flowers are really pretty. They're like light blue. And I want to put those on the market square in that planter box. So, yeah. I know, they don't even have eyes. They just have noses. Uh-oh. That was a weird lag. For a second, I thought my game was going to crash there. Okay. I need to... No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let myself be distracted for a second. I am going to mend my hoe. Ow. For the simple reason that I'm gonna be piss annoyed with myself if I don't do that. Also, look at my base from here. What is this place? This is our monument. Doesn't that look cool? Okay, stupid cloud. No need to get in the way. I'm trying to show people my base. We'll just wait here a second, and then you'll see what this place is. We will just enjoy the sunset together. I actually love watching the sunset from here. Because with Voxy, you can see so much of the world around you. Every single time I see that, I'm like, oh, what is that? And then I'm like, oh yeah, bro, that's a shipwreck. This is my cloud storage. Yes, how did you know? Also, that's the village that we're going to transform. We're going to move all of those villagers to that side. Eventually. Look, now you can really see it. Well, sort of. There we go. They're slowly joining in. So this is my mob farm. For some reason, I couldn't get Voxy. Change your shader. Voxy only works with certain shaders. So it doesn't work if you're using complementary. That's why I'm using BSL. It works with BSL. It works with Photon. But there's like only a handful of shaders it works with. So if you want to use Voxy, you're kind of limited in your shader choices. If I now change to complementary, it will also turn off Voxy straight away. Also, that lava pool being so bright back there is kind of crazy. Yeah, look at how cool that looks. We can see our entire island from here. Really, Faye? Ooh, that's good to know. Yeah, the thing is, I need to actually just sit down at one point and make a list of all the mods I have and for which latest version they're updated, and then kind of cross-reference to see what the latest version is I can go to. But it's really good to know because I love complementary so much more than BSL. I feel like BSL makes everything a little hazy. I think complementary is just more beautiful. It's also heavier on your PC, but I don't think that should be a problem. So I would really love to use complementary instead of BSL. But yeah, then I would just have to accept not to use Voxy, which I love Voxy enough that I want to make the sacrifice. But if I can combine the two now, see, that would be amazing. Okay. Let's get started on getting some XP and healing my hoe. Shouldn't take too long, to be honest. Yeah, all of my armor and elytra and stuff are already healed, so it's literally just going towards the hoe now. I eventually want to build an Enderman farm to... I don't know if I would want to replace this. I have an idea of what I might want to do. Gamer gotta heal your hoe, exactly. So I have a vague idea. I don't think I can show you because Voxy reaches far, but not that far, I think. But like somewhere back there, that's my that's where my end portal room is. I eventually might want to build another mob farm, like a completely new mob farm, where my end portal is, so that like if I need anything from mobs, I can go there, or if I need to heal my tools, I can go there. And then I just can put a, like, eventually if we have, like, a nether highway or something, I can put, like, a nether portal there, or something like that. That's kind of what I've been thinking, but that's all very much, like, future until I have something there and I have an Enderman farm to get XP way faster than this. Because the reason I still would like to have a mob farm is simply because, obviously... this gives us a lot of resources. Like, I'm getting a lot of resources from this that I can either trade or, like, I have endless bone meal in this world. I never have to worry about it. I have enough gunpowder for all the rockets I would ever need. And this is just a nice self-sustaining farm in that sense. Also, did you guys notice this earlier? Look at that. That's a coral reef. But because there's sea cucumbers everywhere, it's lit up. Doesn't that look so cool? I was like, what am I seeing? It is kind of hard to see, but like if you look at that, that's like dark. I wonder what that is. That is an ocean monument. I think that might be, hold on. That might be another like one of those sea temples where we can, ocean ruins, where we can find the sniffer eggs. Also, my hoe is almost healed. Also, for anyone wondering, my hoe is literally called hoeing around. My hoe doesn't even have a Sims name. Although it's actually a missed opportunity. I should have called my hoe Don Lothario. Should we rename my hoe? I can't believe I didn't think of that before. Oh, you heard the mobs, yeah. Lex? Lex. That is genius. We are gonna go for Don Lothario. Yeah, but all my tools have... Also, I haven't watched How I Met Your Mother, so I wouldn't necessarily name my tools in Minecraft after anything from a show I haven't watched. But all my tools are named after Sims characters. But I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to do for my hoe. But now I'm like, no, it is so clear. How did I not think about this? Okay. Okay, my hoe is healed. I'm gonna rename my hoe. And while I'm here, I might as well heal my other tools as well. Oh, I'm aware that Barney is a hoe. I know his character. I haven't watched the show, though. I didn't enjoy How I Met Your Mother. Like, I watched, like, the first 3 episodes, and I was like, yeah, this is not for me. The humor wasn't for me. That's the only downside of the way that I built this farm. The spiders clog up so badly up there. because they keep climbing back up. But they do give me string, so I also don't want to not have them here. But they basically make the farm a little slow, which is annoying. Out of Foxy supports with version 5.8.1. I'm using that version with the 26.2 upgrade. Yeah, I know that I can't go to 26.2 just yet because I know for a fact that not all of the mods are updated for that. But I think maybe I might be able to go to 26.1. That's kind of what I'm hoping, like the Tiny Takeover update. Or was 26.2 Tiny Takeover? Actually, don't remember. Actually, don't remember. It is so good, Hollow. I love that idea. Okay. In the meantime, we can sort this. Actually, hold on. Just so that I don't accidentally throw out any of the stuff that I don't want to throw out, because we are gonna go to the lava pit. Hold on. I don't need broken bows. Yeet. We'll be downloading that mod pack if you make it. Trust. This is my forever mod pack now. You would be downloading the update, you mean? I mean, that's a thing. Then I would also have to upload the updated version. That's actually a good shout. Then I would have to make a new video about it too, I think. Hadn't even thought of that yet. But yeah, I need to sit down and do that. I'll probably have time for that somewhere in September. Like after Gamescom. When I come home from that, we should be good. Okay. Got all the stuffs. I usually do this, like, when I'm actually doing something else in the meantime. I'll just stand here and, like, leave it running in the background until, like, all of the mobs just fill up. And then I'll just, like, while I'm working or something, I'll just leave this running in the background. How long have you been in this Minecraft world? So in-game, it's now been 588 days. In real life, it's been a little bit over a year. I started somewhere, I believe, I remember. I don't exactly know when I started, to be honest. Because I started playing this just privately for myself initially without streaming it. So I don't have the early days of this world documented anywhere. But I believe from memory, I started somewhere in end of July, August last year, like summer. It was still pretty warm. Like, I remember building this mob farm on a night where Scott was out with friends and I was, like, home alone the entire night. And it was, like, pretty warm and I had a glass of wine. So, like, I have some distinct memories of certain activities in this world. We keep getting so many zombie hats. It's, like, actually ridiculous. A zombie toolsmith. A zombie leather worker. Okay, I'll put all my arrows in here and just grab one again because I have infinity on my bow anyways. Okay, I'm always really stressed when I do this, but I think it should be fine. I hate it when I have other things in my hotbar just because I'm so scared that I'll accidentally throw something good. Starting a new one with a friend. Oh, I love that. That's really nice. Just in general, starting a new Minecraft world is fun. I feel like, so I don't like early game Minecraft. So on one hand, starting a new world is fun because it has like all the promise. You have all the possibility, right? You can do everything. But at the same time, I also really love being later game Minecraft. Like the fact that I have everything. I have a mob farm. I have everything I need. I have enchanted tools, everything. It's just ready to go. And I can just build. If you need help with updating. Oh, the thing is, I don't need help. I just need time to do it. I know how to do it. That's the upside of Modrinth, is I can just click and change the mod to the right version. I just got to make sure that once I start updating, I know which version I can go to. so I don't accidentally update one mod for like 21.6 point. Oh no, sorry, it's not 21 point anymore. It's 26.3 and like one for 26.1 because that's not going to work, obviously. But yeah, thank you for offering, though. I do appreciate it. I mean, to be fair, if I had any issues, I probably would have texted you. Okay. So I healed all my tools, which is great. Still insane to look over this. Let's fly home. Also losing it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I'm bad at being later game. I always end up starting a new one. Really? Interesting. I feel like I'm the opposite. I'm better at later game Minecraft. Early game Minecraft stresses me out. Let's actually check on our sniffers. See, the thing is, I think this chunk was unloaded again. So I don't know if the time continues to run if the chunk unloads. Like, if we wait here now, if they'll just plop down, or if now they're technically, we have to wait for like... Yeah, it says dig 6 minutes. 4 minutes, though. So, okay, so there is a difference between the two. But that's just slightly unfortunate. Yeah, so technically I could just set that this chunk is always loaded. I don't even need an Eye of Ender. I can just do it. But we could make a little chunk loader, actually. I've never done that with the Eye of Ender. I'm kind of curious how to do it. Are you guys noticing that I'm getting horrendously distracted today? I'm like, yeah, we're going to finish the town square and then doing 5 million other things. Because I have Eyes of Ender. I think. Where did I... Do I have them in here? I do not have them in here, in fact. Not more than you. No, I feel like definitely more than usual. I feel like it's actually really bad today. Well, not that I mind. It's just I noticed. Okay, but you need a block with soul sand, so it's like a little bubble vader, right? And then you need to toss your Eye of Ender. It's not just an Eye of Ender or an Ender Pearl. So we need soul sand and kelp and water. We can make like a little chunk loader. I've seen people do this, so. Where did I put my soul sand? I'm sure I have soul sand. Is it upstairs? Where did I put this? Is it in my... There we go. I just didn't recognize it. That was very silly. My kelp is downstairs. Downstairs. Yeah, downstairs is the right word. I don't know why I thought that was the wrong word. I think I have some more bone meal in the other chest. Kelp. And then I need a bucket. I think I have them in my ender chest. I love how I'm not looking this up. I'm just like, nah, I'll wing it. That's fine. Watch me fuck it up. I actually don't know if you need multiple buckets of water, but I don't think you do, actually. I think with 1 bucket of water, we should be fine. And then I also don't know how deep we should make this. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. And where I should make the chunk loader. Do we think 3 is deep enough? Can I? Yeah. I was hoping I could. And then I can just go like that, I think. And then I Go like that. And then I break it. Yeah, that doesn't work. No, that works. And then I think you need to, like, throw it down in the middle. Okay, it needs to stay bopping there, though. It keeps bopping out. Why? Is that because this is not deep enough? Does it need to go deeper? That's what she said. Hold on. I will look it up. Does it need to have something to bounce it back in? Because I think once it hits a block, you get teleported. So you don't want it to hit a block. Yeah, about 7 to 8 blocks deep. Okay. Never mind. Obviously, I can't go down there now. That's great. Okay, hold on. Because we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. 1, 2. Can I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or you don't need a block at all. You could put a trap door like they have on. Yeah, so I know what with the trap door. But the trap door is not used to keep the ender pearls atop of the block. The trap door is there so that people can summon them. Because when you close the trap door, the ender pearl hits a block, which teleports you to the place of the ender pearl. We don't want it to hit a block. So actually not having a trap door is better for our purpose. Because then I can also not accidentally close it and teleport myself underneath the trapdoor. But that's okay. We can just go like this. It's just the ender pearl needs to go deeper so that when it comes back up, it doesn't jump as high. It just I need more bone meal. Hold on. I love this song. Bone meal. I had some, yeah. But that's okay. We can just do it like this. Actually need these tools. Again, getting horrendously distracted, but I think it's going to be worth it because waiting every single time, like the 10 minutes for these sniffers to get flowers, is just going to take way too long. It's kind of annoying. This is also kind of dark, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, this is all the way to the top now. So I want to close this like so. And then we're going to go down. And we're going to break this one at the bottom. And then, there we go. Right to Bubble Vader. And now it should work. No. Is it because we're, like, too close to it? Lol. Do mobs get loaded by stasis chambers? Sorry if you talked about this. I was lurking. You mean the thing I'm making right now? Yes. I don't know if they're called stasis chambers. But they're basically just chunk loaders, so yeah. I think now. No, it keeps going off. You see? Well, there's 2 of them as well now. Where's the other one? There's the other one. Ow. Rude much. I like the target practice, though. Okay, that was one. Where's the other one? Did it die? I think it died. I think both of them died. Slay. Maybe we do need the trapdoor or just a block behind it. I don't know. No, it is actually... How did I do that? Did you guys see that? I accidentally swapped out that block. That was very silly. I fear it's going to hit one of the blocks next to it, but that's fine. Yeah, then it even goes up here. Hold on. Throw an ender pearl straight down into the water stream so it bops on top of the bubble column. That's what I did. I don't get it. Hold on. I think I actually did it and then I fucked it up by trying to pick it up again. No. I think you need to throw it. How do I throw something? Genuine question. I don't know. Isn't it Q? To throw something? Right click? Oh. I think that works. It's just really off to the side. But I think technically it worked. I just placed it in the dumbest position ever, by the way. Because every single time I'm going to try to walk to the... Okay, removing the carpet. We got another torch flower. That means we can breed them. They're gonna make a baby. They're gonna make a baby. Come on. That is an interesting way of mating. The way literally their heads went like into each other. Okay, so did you put an egg? We got a sniffer egg. Actually, you know how earlier I took away the moss? Yeah, that was also a little silly. Because we're going to need that moss every single time we want to grow a sniffer egg. Technically, you don't need it, but it literally halves the time that they grow. It goes from 20 minutes until to 10 minutes for the egg to crack. So I am 100% going to be placing that moss back now. So that once we get sniffer eggs, we can actually put them on the moss. Yes, of course, Jess. Thank you so much for helping out. Oh my god, there's new phantoms. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Be gone. Oh, dang it. I was hoping that I hit it, but I didn't. I recently learned something about phantoms. Actually, I learned multiple things about phantoms and other mobs in Minecraft. One thing is, ow, I was trying to hit you. Rude. There's something very interesting. Oh, Jesus. Okay. At this point, we'll just use my sword. Did you know that if you, okay, I don't trust myself doing this close to the, because I will accidentally hit one of the sniffers. I should probably sleep next night, huh? If you have smite on your sword, okay, so there's a cave underneath there. I need to remember that. If you... Oh my god, it's digging something up. If you have smite on your sword, you can actually one-hit kill any undead mobs. In comparison to sharpness 5, where it takes 2 hits. Specifically undead mobs. Fun fact. Secondly... Okay, I actually hate my placement of everything that I did here. Because if I want to get to those flowers, I'm going to have to walk past my own ender pearl. This is horrible. Why did I put it there? That's such a dumb idea. But we do have the pretty flowers that I really wanted. I got 2 pitcher plants. Let's freaking go. Okay, let's watch out. Yeah, we're going to have to fix that at one point. Because I really, truly put it in the dumbest spot ever. But that's fine. We will fix that somehow later. And the second thing I learned is that apparently a lot of mobs in Minecraft have a call a friend system, as Tango called it, and I thought that was a brilliant name. Look, this is why we did this whole thing. I wanted these flowers in that flower bed. And do you see why I wanted that? Look at the contrast. Look at how nice that looks. Also, why did I only place... I am so distracted today. What the hell? But basically, that means that if you attack one of the mobs, for example, a phantom, if there is another phantom close by, they will get signaled to go help out their friend. And the same works for example, Ravagers and Vindicators and Vex. Which is why if you attack one Vex, all of a sudden, all of them are on top of your face. That's because they use a system like call a friend system. I sometimes press F by accident, and I forget that I rebound it in this world. Okay, let me just get rid of all of this. And then I need to have a little look-see. Okay, I don't need my hoe anymore. No, I do. I might keep my hoe on me for now, actually. Because we're going to be working with more pitcher pots, hopefully later. I think we're going to have to do the next big step. Also, Alma, thank you so much for the streak. Let's freaking go. I want to do a couple more benches. That is for sure. That is something that we haven't properly done yet. I need this one. And I need this one. And then I need a bunch of these. That's not a lot, actually. Oh, and I still want to rename Dawn. Good point. I forgot about that. Little bench back here. I think I'll place like maybe a planter or something back there. But I think that bench... You know what would be really cute? If we had like 2 little benches. Like this. And then it's like a spot where people can just sit and have like a little conversation. That's kind of cute. Oh, also, ELSWHERE, you said that you want to see them in daylight. Look at the color. Look at how... That's like such a cool, bright 3D flower and color. I don't know. I think they're awesome. I think I might just do a bench here too. I actually kind of like that. I think it's cozy. I need to go here, and then I wanted to rename my hoe, which might get a little expensive because I've already named it once. Dawn who? I just started talking in Dutch. How do we write his name again? Don Lothario? Okay. Lothario. I wrote that wrong. What did I do? I'm like, this is not correct. No, that is correct. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, they look a bit elvish. I agree. They're very, like, magical. Which is also why I wouldn't want to spam them around, because that wouldn't really fit the area that we're building. But, like, putting them in a planter box, I feel like makes so much sense. There we go. We did it. Very silly, but I love it. I love it. Okay. What else do I want to do? I think I said I wanted to do some planters. I'm actually thinking we could experiment a little bit with this. Instead of using a barrel, we could do this. Hold on, I need to get my leaves. I should probably do cherry leaves because that is something that I've used next to the market stalls. Okay, we're gonna have to go like this. I think that looks kind of cool. I like it. We could do maybe one of those here as well. Oop. Place that the wrong way. Nope. Yeah. No, I actually hate it here. It feels really out of place in this corner, but that's just probably because the door and the building is like this. And I think maybe it is actually just good as it is. I could move the cat in that corner, honestly, instead of having a planter. Just having the cat chill there might actually make a lot more sense. Okay. And then I think all of this just is good as it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for saying it looks beautiful. I'm very happy with how it's turning out. Okay. I think I might have to stop postponing something here. And that is we have to address what we're doing with this. I think what I might want to do is I might actually want to change basically from like here on out, change everything to stone as well, because that would line up perfectly with this part here. So we can just have like a big wide stone path over here as well that then connects to, I guess, maybe over here. And then we can put like a nice cute fence on the side or something. I don't know what I want to do here just yet, but maybe that fence can have like a gate to something over here. Again, don't know what it is. And the same over here, we could have like, I don't know, a fence that kind of leads with a path that goes here. And then we can just have a tree or something here. Also, Mr. Christmas, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. It's nice to have you. But I think that might be my way to go because there has to be a connection between the town square and my storage room. And I think just continuing the stone texture that I've worked with here and like continuing this combination into the path, I think is going to be the way to go. This is exactly why I went to get a lot of stone the other day when we did like a little resource grind after Lego. Because I think that's going to be the way to go. But that means that I'm just going to have to connect it here. Also, Hunter Boy, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It is nice to have you. Oop. Okay. Already seeing that I will probably mess it up working with this shovel. The reason that I think I want to do it like this is also because I really like what we've done here on the sides with like the flowers and the lights like this. And I just don't want to have the stone go all around this building. So I think actually just connecting it to the the town square might just be the right way to go. Whoa, that scared the living crap out of me. For a second there, I really thought that I was just going to fully fall down. Oops. See, that's why we don't like having a great shovel sometimes. Yeah, and for now, this is just going to look a little weird. But I guess that's just what we're going to have to accept. And then we can always texture it later. I also think that I might then just continue... No, you know what? Let's continue like this. And then just add the leaves like we've done around the corner. We can do that here as well. To sort of contain that border a little bit. Okay. I might still add this then. And then we can add that like around here, I guess. And then maybe we can also add a tree here. Like we're just going to use trees a lot, I think. To sort of mark out areas. Because I think that's just the most efficient way to do it without creating like actual entire barriers. Like walls or something. Because I don't think it will look good. We could technically copy the design though that we've used back there for the wall that kind of goes around here. That could be interesting. Because then at least it has the same style to it. Instead of going for like a really rural, I can never say that word, style fence. Because I think then it wouldn't really match. But yeah, this is definitely one of the parts that I was postponing. Because I don't have a super clear vision for it. So we kind of just have to see what works, I guess. Also, I'm going through this stone crazy fast. And we're going to have to sleep, okay? I'm going to have to stop postponing this because I don't want to deal with another round of phantoms. Just because they're annoying. So yeah. Once the sun is down, we should sleep for sure. Which is right about now. So I'll finish this little stone piece and then we'll run into our storage room to sleep. Okay. And then we don't have to deal with them for like 3 nights. So we're good. Also, PNG, thank you so much for the 175 stream streak. That is wild. Absolutely wild. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. This part is actually looking fine. This part is low-key kind of pissing me off. It feels too narrow? Don't know how to explain that, but we'll see. We'll see if that remains if I do this upper floor here too. Okay, obviously that's a planter box, so we do need to keep the grass under there. I mean, it is the same width, but I feel like visually it looks like it's too narrow. I am getting a nice amount of dirt and grass from this again, though. I feel like that is the pinnacle of Minecraft projects. Is like you run out of one resource. Wow, that's difficult to say. And in return, you just get another one. Like we're running out of stone, but we're getting a lot of dirt in return. Yeah, but I do like this. I do think that this was the right decision. Especially if we use this, like, outside line to put a fence. Like this one. I think I might actually use the same design. So the chiseled stone with the stone fence and the iron and stuff. I feel like this was the right decision. Even though we're not done yet, and we haven't done any detailing or like pathing or anything, I'm already seeing it and feeling like, yeah, this actually makes a lot of sense. And then we can just use the same lantern design as well to sort of mark like an entryway here or something, just like we've done at the dock. And then it feels like it's a cohesive design for sure. I hope you guys feel the same way. Not me just being like, yeah, this is the right design. And you guys are like, whatevs. It looks fine. It's not my favorite, but... Or maybe you're like, we just don't care. That is also a possibility, of course. But I do want to know, do you guys also feel like if you look at this from here, we should have like one extra layer of stone on that side? I think so. Even though that would technically make things uneven. I just feel like this needs to be stone. I'm going to have to see once we've changed it whether that is actually the case or if I'm now fucking it up. Okay, I ran out of stone. But let's see. That does actually look better. Especially if I put another stone block there. So it's like all even. I think I'm going to do that. Just need a bunch of stone. And then we just do greenery around here. I do think that I need to change out this block here because the connecting. I remember when I said earlier during co-working that I was going to struggle today with speaking. Yeah. It's becoming apparent that I'm tired because I keep saying Dutch words and just random words in between. My leaves. I need those and the pink ones as well. And then we're going to continue this little pattern up there so it's like clearly a path. Let's see. Change that one out for a flower one. Change that one out for a flower one. Apparently, I fucked this up as well, and this should be stone. Yes, enjoy writing. Enjoy. I feel like this corner is still a little bit empty. But I'll have to see if that remains that way. Thank you for the uptime. I appreciate it. Time is flying today. But at the same time, I'm also making progress, so I guess that's good. Like I was very slow. I was really postponing things, but now I'm actually getting somewhere. I think I didn't know what I wanted to do with the area that I'm working on right now. So that's what I was postponing. I should also probably make some... That was dumb, but that's a lot of stone bricks. Anyways, let's actually make a bunch of smooth ones as well, so that we can create some stairs. Same here. Okay, we're definitely going to have to create some more. Because I'm already running out of blocks. Okay, I actually don't need that much more. It's not even that bad. I thought I would need a lot more. Also, let's quickly check on our sniffers to see if they have found some more pitcher pots that I can plant. And also, we have a third sniffer now. And that one hasn't... Oh my god. That one hasn't grown up, but the egg has cracked. Which means that our thingy is working, by the way. Because otherwise the egg wouldn't have grown. But also... Oh my god, they're almost gonna... I want to watch. It's just too cute. I need to drink something anyways. Look at it go. I want to see it plop down. Also have gum that I've been chewing like this entire time. It's a bit disgusting, but sorry. Gotta get rid of it. Okay, come on. Sniff, sniff. Go do your thing. Should be sniffing right now. The tiny one is so cute. I truly, genuinely never realized how tiny the tiny one was until it... Oh, this one's gonna go. Until it grew up. Come on, go find me a pitcher pod. So I think that one is 25% grown. Okay. The plopping down with like the legs like this, it just makes me so happy. Okay, but there's another one here. Great. Don't walk into your own ender pearl. They're so... I know they're so cute. I love them so much. I'm so happy we got them. Okay, I'm actually curious. Technically, in like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, the other one should also be digging in the ground. Let's walk back a little after that to see if we then have... Like, if it sniffs while we're not there, or if you actually have to be there. In the meantime, let's continue the stairs. This almost feels like those really majestic steps that go to like a city hall or something. Oop, wrong block. And I'm kind of here for that. The one thing I'm pretty sure about is that this right now is not spawn proof. Let's fix that straight away. We're going to fix that once we add the lanterns and stuff, like the lampposts. But right now I want to continue this pattern over here. Of going like this. So that like the walk sort of continues upwards in the middle and the sides are a little smoother. And then I guess we can like add planter boxes next to the fencing as well. I think that could be kind of cool. Wrong place. Is this spawn proof? Yeah. I should also probably soon replace that mod with actual mini HUD. Because I've been seeing things on Hermitcraft of things that you can do with like the actual mini HUD. And listen, I need it. I actually need it. It's like simple things, small things, but... Okay. We've done that. I'm actually going to put this dirt away really quickly because it's clogging up my inventory. Oh my goodness. I guess we really do have a lot of grass at this point. And then let's double check which blocks we need. Because I'm pretty sure it's the chiseled stone bricks, stone brick wall, and the iron fence. The iron... Is that the fence? I think it's called the fence. Let's see. What do I still have? I have a bunch of chiseled bricks and stone brick walls. So that is a start. I guess I could put more stone brick walls like that. And then I think I have the iron fence in here somewhere as well. Yeah, I have like 4 more. Iron bars, that's what they're called. Okay. Oh, we wanted to walk back. Hold on. I think the minutes have passed now. Let's have a double check if our sniffer actually found something on their own accord while we were not there. Also, I keep taking that shortcut. We're going to eventually add stuff so that I don't take that route behind the windmill, but actually take the path that I've dug for myself. Or built. That is 5 minutes. Okay, so this one is about to sniff, but it doesn't do it, I think, if you're not there. That's somewhat unfortunate. I might have to then just, like, AFK at the sniffer farm at one point. Because then I think that, like, the ender pearl works for letting them grow up. But I also don't think it works for the... Oh, no, it doesn't work for the pitcher pots growing either. Come on, you got this. Go find me something else. Do we already have a torchflower seed. If you find me a torchflower seed, I can make another sniffer. Come on. I can have you guys breed. He put his nose in my face. He's like Toot. He doesn't know the rules of personal space. I'm so happy we have sniffers, though. They're so cute. I didn't expect to like sniffers this much. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think that I would care this much for sniffers. But they're actually adorable, and I love them. Yes, of course, Emma. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope that you have some really good sleep. I'll be back tomorrow evening. Ugh, another pitcher pot. Unfortunate, but I get it. I'm not doing co-working tomorrow. Just a little heads up. Not just for you, but for like anyone hanging out here. Because I am making jewelry with my mom and my sister. So during the day, I'll be away, but I'll be here tomorrow evening. So still gonna have cozy gaming vibes. How long until you grow up? Oh my goodness, 27 minutes. That's a long time. So yeah. I'll be here with Towns of City in the evening, though, which I'm also very excited for. It's going to be nice as well. But we'll do co-working on Wednesday this week. Okay. Now that we have checked on the sniffers, let's build that fence. Wait. So I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, no, that's also just brick wall. Okay. I probably need more brick wall then. But that's okay. I can make that quite easily. So for the chiseled bits... Hold on, I'm trying to figure out. Do I want to put the fence... I feel like that would make the most sense, right? If I put it over here. 1, 2, 3, and then here, and then 1, 2, 3, and then... That's 4 row. And then we keep that open. And then we have that one. I just think we need... Oops. That was probably not smart doing that with that tool, but it's fine. And then we can go like this. No. This might pose an interesting challenge, actually. Trying to figure out how I'm going to do this properly. Because I think technically on top of these, we need another stone fence. But that looks ridiculous if I go like this. I do think on this corner we just need a second chiseled bit stone then. And I think we can continue that over here. Yeah, I think we're just going to do a little less iron bars. Didn't mean to do that. That was very silly. Okay, whatever. I actually think it shouldn't be on the grass. Because that connects really weirdly here as well. I actually think it should be one inward. I'm going to see if that makes more sense. 1, 2, 3. I'll do 4. And then I can do 1 over here, and then 1, 2, 3. And then that's just a smaller walkway. I don't know if I like that just yet. It does look better in that corner for sure. And actually, this doesn't look super small. I think this is okay. I mean, truly, maybe we can just make a stable there. For our horses. I actually have multiple horses. Like, if we build a small stable back here and we can just, I don't know, put like some fencing and then our horses can just roam around for free over here. I don't know if I like that, but I don't know what else to put there for now, at least. Okay, let me take this down so that I can move it inwards. Accidentally placed an iron bar there. Okay, but then we're going to have to remove these on the corner bits as well. Yeah, I definitely think that this already looks better. I think this was a good call. And then I do think I want to have one of these here with just like one like this. Yeah, I like that. Then I just need 2 more of these because the ones that I destroyed earlier, we just need to have back then. The fence is so pretty. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm actually really proud of this because it's a design I came up with myself. I also used it on the docks back here. Obviously here it has like an extra layer, and then here I'm gonna add these lanterns as well. So I'm gonna, I don't know, like add one over here and then add one over here, I think, or something like that. But I feel like it creates a nice separation. You always make me want to play Minecraft, even if I never do. See, that's a big compliment. I will take it. Okay, I think we're just gonna do the same thing then over here. So also on the stone. Nope, wrong place. There we go. And then one up here, and then I did 4 in between, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So there's 3 in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have. Oh yeah, obviously it ends differently. Oh, I didn't think about that. We'll see if that looks weird. If I hate the look of it, we'll see. Yeah, that's because, okay, I didn't think about that. Okay, we're gonna have to experiment to see if I hate it when we do that. Because it just connects to the building slightly differently. You're the only reason my game is somewhat up to date. That is actually a big compliment, but also low-key kind of insane. To me. Like that, me playing Minecraft has that effect. Okay, I do think I actually hate that. So I think we might have to extend it on this side as well. That just means that I'm going to have to extend the stone. I just don't know for sure if I'll like it if the stone is one wider. But I guess we're gonna find out. I guess we're gonna find that out then. I also need these to place them back. And then I need my shovel. Hold on, because then this one needs to go as well. And then I need, oh, my stone is already here. Oop. Keep losing my stone because it's in my first slot and it never is. Shar, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Hello, hello. It is so good to see you. I see you're playing Town & City. Listen, I'm obsessed with that game. We're actually playing it tomorrow. I have not been able to put that game down since the early access release. I need to know, what were you doing? Have you played before? Was this your first time? Tell me everything. You too? Okay, listen. This game is so good. Did you know it was made by a Dutch studio? I feel like probably you do, but if you didn't, there you go. But thank you so much for the raid. Anyone from my side, if you are not following Char yet, what are you doing? Dutchies, I know, right? Isn't that the coolest? They're a Dutch studio. I'm so surprised. Recently, there have been 3 different games that I've been absolutely adoring, all made by Dutch studios. We Dutchies are being great at creating games. I don't know what it is, but I guess we woke up and we were like, we got this. We can do it. But anyone from my side, I'm just gonna do the shout out in chat again because the big one moved really fast. If you're not following Char yet, what are you doing? Go fix that right now. Such a wonderful streamer. Does a lot of co-working as well. So perfect combo, co-working and gaming. We might know something about that. But thank you so much for trusting me with your community. I will take good care of them, I promise. For anyone who's new here, welcome in. My name is Rosanna or Ro. I use she, her pronouns. And on the channel, we do co-working, gaming, and a sprinkle of IRL. And today we are playing Minecraft. And I am working on my Forever World, which is a big long-term Minecraft project where basically the goal is that I get just to play for as long as I want. The goal is, well, forever sounds very intense, but at least for a good while. And we have recently been working on this really big project of transforming this area, which was just a dirt patch, into a beautiful bustling town square with market stalls and seating areas, and to have the wharf look like, you know, supplies were just dropped off here. We are currently working on basically this big walkway that leads up to my storage room. So I'm working on trying to detail the sides and adding a fence to it. We're going to add lighting posts and stuff to it as well. Similar to here, we have like a little walkway that goes up this mountain. Up here, we're going to do a building later, which is going to have our nether portal in it. We're going to do a big custom tree on the side here. So there is so many plans, and this is only the plans for this little area. I have too many plans for my own good, so I'll probably be working on this world for quite a while. But as you can see, we've also done quite a lot already. We have a windmill. We have our iron farm. That is my starter home. These are all my crop fields. I mean, windmill, duchy, you know. I'm also a duchy, in case you guys hadn't noticed that from all the duchy talk. These are two of my farms that are basically like underground, but I covered them up with a nice building. And we recently got sniffers, which has been huge. So we now have 3 sniffers, and I should probably go check on them again because I think they might go find new seeds if we go walk to them. So yeah, that's what we've been up to. But I'm so happy to hear that you're also loving Town to City. It was your first time playing. I love that. Well, I hope you have so much fun time with the game. Did you use did you use the chat integration? The Twitch chat integration for the for Town to City? Because I have people in my chat who were ridiculously lucky and they're actually a cat in my game. So they're never gonna switch jobs again. You did? Nice, let's go. I feel like that is such a stroke of genius that they added that to the game. Also, I didn't say this, but if you need to raid and run, raid and rest, please make sure to do so. I really, really, really appreciate you coming over here, but I know you just had a stream. So if you need to rest or, you know, do anything in the house or eat or anything, make sure to do it. But I really, really appreciate you coming over here. Okay, I feel like I am losing count, but this is correct, right? Yeah, this is correct. Okay. Oops. I have a very powerful shovel, and I keep, like, breaking blocks that I don't need to break. Do I have any stone? I don't. Luckily, we're right next to our storage room. Hi, Wolfie. Welcome, and it's good to see you. Yeah, you landed here. Char just dropped you off. I hope you're doing well. It's really good to see you. Okay. I think with that, we can place these back, and then it should work. I can also place this one back. There we go. No, wrong block. Doing good. Just got back from the grocery store. I was like, at this hour, but it's not that late, Ro. It's not that late. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have the same gap now. I mean, I feel like most grocery stores close right about now, so you went just in time. Okay, I need more brick walls. Hold on. I am doing well. I actually was very, very sleepy today. Like, actually, I don't know what it was. I slept perfectly fine and also long enough, but I was so sleepy, but I still managed to get work done, which was very satisfying. And now I'm just relaxing. I love building in Minecraft so much. It does something to my brain to just quiet it down. That's late for my little town. The stores close at 8 p.m. Okay, fair enough. I feel like big city stores tend to stay open until like 10 or 11. We got one. We got one. Come on, guys. Make another baby, please. I love that we're already making another baby while this one is still not grown up. I think the pairing is slightly concerning, but it's fine. Give me an egg. Where's the egg? I don't see the egg. Oh, I already picked it up. Lol. There we go. Got another egg. Also, thank you for the uptime reminder. I appreciate it. Exactly. It's a sibling. So they can play together. Also, we got... I love how this one is 75%, even though we planted that one first and that one is already fully grown. Let's double check because if one of them is about to dig up another seed, I might just wait here quickly. See if we can get another pitcher pod. This one is breeding time. Okay, dig time is 5 minutes. Dig time is a minute. Okay, I might wait here. Just because I can. And then we have 4 sniffers. I think maybe then we're good. I think then I want to start planting the torch flowers. Because the torch flowers are also very pretty. And I might actually want to put those in the planter box as well. They're like a really nice bright orange. Wait, why do they keep following me? I'm not holding a torch flower, right? No. They just like following me, I guess. Okay, 16 seconds, and then it's gonna find, hopefully, another flower. I love how they always walk straight into me. I'm being sniffed. I did shower, so it's okay, I think. I love how he's just staying here. That felt like a really aggressive sniff. That last one, that was like a sniff all the way up and down. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that was an elevator sniff. Okay, we got another pitcher pot. Let's plant it. I love how silly this is. They are so weird, and I love them for it so much. There we go. Okay. Don't pick up the ender pearl. I feel like the ender pearl works for getting the time down. Like, the timer continues to count. But I don't think it works for them finding any flowers. But that's okay. Like I said, I'll just AFK there one time. But look. And then if we get the other ones, the torch flowers, we can put them in here as well. I feel like that's a really cool exotic planter box and I like it. Okay, so I might have actually created... Oops. Hold on. Place a torch there real quick. That's what I was doing. I was gonna get stone walls. I am not. I never get distracted. What do you mean? Do I have any stone here still? Or do I have to go grab some? I have exactly 14 stone. I don't think that's enough, but while we walk to our storage room, we might as well place these on the way. Um, hold on. Well, actually, I think that's exactly enough. That's low-key kind of crazy. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let me look at this. Yeah, I think this was the right decision. I definitely think this was the right decision. Also, thank you for the uptime reminder. I think what I might still want to do is I think I want to still add the lampposts because right now, without them, it's looking a little, I don't know, dark. And then I think next time, we're going to work on the custom tree. The next stream that we do Minecraft Forever World. And then I think we're just going to do multiple custom trees because I think like we're going to do a path here that basically leads to that side of the island. But I think we could do another custom tree here. So then we would do custom tree over here to kind of, you know, right now this is also a weird spot. So we do a custom tree over here, maybe two. We do a custom tree over here. This is going to be a really big one. I want this one to almost be like sort of like a weeping willow or something. I think the docks are done. I still don't really know what I want to do to this side of the terrain, but I might wait with any of that until I've actually built my pagoda or like my pergola. I don't know what it's called. But the flower one up there, that's going to be our nether portal. I am thinking maybe just trees and flowers on this side. Just like keep it relatively natural. I don't think I necessarily want to build anything here. I don't know. I feel like that would look a bit weird. I do have an important decision to make though. And this is going to sound very silly. But obviously we have a bunch of villagers right here. And I have debated if I want to dig a little tunnel that would end up right here. I actually see that we already have part of the cave. I don't plan on making a greenhouse, no. I plan on making something really cool. It's literally a flower-shaped pergola. I have it saved on my Instagram. I can see if I can find it quickly to show you guys. Because it's actually truly really cool. Like I saw this build and it rarely happens that I want to recreate something. Like usually when it comes to Minecraft, I see builds and I want to take inspiration. I don't want to one-on-one recreate it. But with this one, I want to one-on-one recreate it. Well, I don't think I can. I don't think I can one-on-one recreate it. I don't think I have the talent to do that. But we're going to try to do something similar. Maybe with a slightly different block palette, but this is what I found. And in this case, it holds the enchanting setup for this person. I don't want it to hold my enchanting setup. I want it to hold my nether portal. So I would basically build the nether portal into this. I know, it is so pretty. Like, actually so pretty. The person who designed this is like mind-boggling. There is like a tutorial and schematics on their Patreon, so I might actually look at that and download that and see if I can use that to recreate it. But I don't know if I want to use these colors. I think these colors would look very nice in my world though. Also, let's go, babe. But I would love to use this in my world. To have my nether portal in this. So that would basically go up this hill. Like that flower gazebo would be here. And then all around it, I just want to do like beautiful flower fields. Like this. So I'm actually thinking maybe this hill on the side is just going to be lots of flowers. Because if you were to go, this is where we're going to be building a village. That's where my house is. That's where my mine shaft is. So basically, if you come from any direction, what you're going to see is you're going to see the harbor, and you're going to see this like flower gazebo up here. Does it say how much blocks in the tutorial? I don't know because I haven't looked at the tutorial, so I couldn't tell you, but I'm assuming it probably does. Yeah. So, but like you would see that when you arrive at this, like if you're boating from anywhere in the world, the flower pagoda is just going to be sitting up there, super present. So I think honestly making this just a really flowery hill, maybe with some cherry trees and stuff, would just make a lot of sense. Okay. But I was going to go and grab some stuff for the lampposts. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to get to that flower pergola, pagoda, whatever. So what I want to do is I want to add the custom trees to this area. So we're going to do a big custom tree there, bigger custom tree there. Then at one point, I'm just going to call this area like this entire space. I'm going to call it done. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to first build the village back there. Ooh. And that's what I was saying earlier. I currently have a part of my villager trading hall underneath here in the ground, right? I don't mind having my villager breeder here. I think that's actually quite efficient to have that just randomly somewhere in the ground if I ever need any villagers for anything. The only thing what I'm thinking is what I might do is I might actually build a little track to get my villagers out of my trading hall here up to this level where my like the actual villager breeder is. And then I was like, oh my God, there's lava. I might literally just dig and make a little tunnel that like ends somewhere over here with a door or something. Like we can hide a door and then we can have tracks coming out of it so that if we ever need villagers anywhere, we have the structure in place to move villagers out of my villager breeder into anywhere in the world with like tracks or anything. We can put them in mine carts or in a boat or anything as soon as they're out of the mountain. But then I was debating if I want to go through the hassle, and this is a big question because it will be a hassle, I think. Although they're already in little cells, so we can just push them until they're in a minecart. But I'm thinking maybe I might move all of the villagers that I have in there to the village that we're building over there. But we're going to start with building all the buildings, so I will only move the villagers once all the buildings are done. But what I want to do is I want to actually build a village where we have like buildings that resemble what the villagers are trading. So like librarians would work in a library, and I would actually build a library building, and then they would be in the library so that whenever we go to the village, we can also have a couple of free roaming villagers that are just like walking around. But then that would be where all of my villager trading is. And that's also where my enchanting setup is going to be, because that just makes the most sense to have the enchanting setup in the library. So initially I wanted to add a small library on top of here and then have like a stairway go down. But now I've decided to move that to that side. So that means that I might have to move all of my villagers. And I think it's going to be a pain in the ass, but I think it's going to be worth it nonetheless. So yeah, that was my train of thought that I was trying to make earlier. And then I got horrendously distracted as per usual, because that always happens. Also, Fernie, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. It is really nice to have you. Okay, we need all of this. And then do I have my scaffolding on me? I do. I might actually want to do the first one here. Oh no, you lost your 30 levels. That sucks. That sucks really bad. I think I do this. And then go like this, and then I can go like that. That one needs to be one shorter. Yeah, that's perfect. Now they're almost all at the different height, or at least it looks like they're at a different height. Okay, let's do another one here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one can go there. That one can go there. It's really hard to like actually try and randomize these. Nope, that one has to go there, and then this one has to go on a chain. Yeah, that looks cute though. I really like those lampposts as well. I'm happy with that design. And then I think I might do one over here. Let's see. We'll do this one here, this one here. That one there, and then we have to get one up there. Like so. Oh, I ran out of lanterns. Well, that's awkward. Do I have any? Or do I have to make new ones? I might actually have to make new ones. I don't think I have any more here. No, I have a whole bunch of other stuff, but no lanterns. But that's fine. We have torches and we have an iron farm, so this is like the least of my worries. Okay, there we go. 27 new ones. Put that in there. Oh, I like walking out of my storage room now. It's very pretty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I? Yeah. Nice. Ow. That was very silly. I sometimes forget where, like, my actual scaffolding ends. Okay, and then we do that one. Cute. Then the one important thing that I want to test is, can I remove the torch spam here? Or is it still going to be too dark if I do that? I see green, and I see green. Yay! I mean, obviously we have some torch spam back here, but that is for a later concern. But that means that with all of those lanterns, all of this is perfectly lit up. We don't have any torches anymore. That is very nice. Also, Chloe, let's go. Thank you so much for the 25 stream streak. Okay, listen, we actually made quite a lot of progress today. I'm happy with this. I'm also taking a couple of screenshots, so I don't have to do that later for the thumbnail. Because I keep forgetting that I should do that. Oh, look at the little guy. I love him. I think he's so cute. But I'm actually really happy with this. I think this is going to be great, especially if we add the trees and stuff. I think this is going to be really, really nice. I am very happy with what we've done. It's looking nice and colorful, right? I think it's so cute. Okay, let's clean out our stuff for now and do one final check at the sniffers to see if potentially they might want to give us another flower before we wrap up for today. Okay, at this point, my chests are just a mess. I was trying to keep things a little organized, but I don't think that's happening anymore. I do feel like, okay, my scaffolding can go there. I'm just gonna reorg my tools. And I kind of just want to carry my ender chest because it keeps stressing me out that I don't have it on me and that I then forget. Also, these need to be the other way around. Taking the shortcut that I don't want to take again. Yeah, we definitely should add something there that prevents me from walking. I will continue to do it. They got us another pitcher pod. Let's go. And we got 2 tiny sniffers. This one will grow up in 6 minutes. Oh, that one's going to dig in 30 seconds. Okay, perfect. So while we wait for that to happen, or embrace the desire. And no, because I actually can't make a path there properly. That wouldn't work with the rest of the layout. Okay, we got 2 more pitchers. Let's go. And now I want to wait until that last one digs. Snifflings. They're called sniffers. Were you gonna dig? No, you 6 minutes. Gonna be you, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Oh, there he goes. Listen, I love this so much. I really hope it's in a torch flower because I would love to plant those. Yes, I actually... it's another pitcher pod. I used those flowers on the market square. I don't have a specific thing in mind for more of these flowers. Oh, the torch flowers? Yes, I want to also add them to the market square. I can show you. Hold on. It is a new animal. Or I would say at this point it's been around for like 1.5 years. But it's relatively new in Minecraft terms, yeah. So I made this planter box here on the market square. Which I actually really love how it turned out. And I want to add the other flower, the torch flowers. I want to add them like on these empty spots. And the torch flowers are like a bright orange. So I really like how that sort of brings together that light blue and that orange in the middle here. It's like a nice different color that we don't have that much. So yeah. That's the idea. But I am very happy with the progress we made today. I'm very happy with how all of this turned out. And the detailing that we did. This was definitely good progress, even though I was stalling in the beginning of stream. I managed to stop stalling, which is good, I think. I actually progressed with a part that I found a little difficult to figure out what I wanted to do. And now I did it. And now this is good. So yeah, I think this is where I'm going to wrap up. I will be back with gaming tomorrow. And I'll be back with Minecraft specifically next week. We're doing another Minecraft Monday next week, I think. Hold on. Before I say this out loud, let me actually check my own schedule before I make promises I cannot keep. Because I will be traveling next week as well. I'll be in Germany for Gamescom next week. So my schedule is a little bit different. I'm also, in terms of different schedule, I am not co-working tomorrow. We are co-working on Wednesday because I'm out of the house tomorrow. So... if you want to come co-work, that will be on Wednesday instead of Tuesday, but I will be here for gaming tomorrow evening. I'm just out of the house during the day. Let me see. Yes, I have actually set the Minecraft Forever World next week. And then next week, Tuesday, I've planned the self-care stream. Because you guys unlocked a self-care stream, and I really want to do my nails before I go to Gamescom. So that was actually kind of a perfect timing. Because then I will do my nails. And we'll just do a cozy self-care stream. I think we'll do it the same way that we did it last time. Which is we will use the co-working bot. And we'll just do like pomos. So that if you want to self-care for reading and stuff, you can also do that. Because if I'm continuously yapping while you're trying to read, that doesn't really work. And for a lot of people, self-care actually means like maybe watching a movie or... I don't know, like catching up on their reading or hobbies or something like that. So I will be doing my nails and then probably doing some coloring or something. Oh, sorry, Gator. That's a mod only command. Also, I still have to pick someone to rate. Hold on. Let me save and quit to title. But yeah, next week there's only streams on Monday and Tuesday. And then I'm basically off for the rest of the week because I'm in Germany. But we do have an extra stream this Sunday as well because I'm doing a cooking stream. So don't worry, there's still plenty of streams for you to come hang out. I'm going to see who we can raid for today. Have a little look, see who all is live. I mean, there's always a lot of people live. But now I need to figure out where I actually want to go. Let's see. I saw that Kayla started Farm Week, but I was first checking if there is anyone that I can raid that is doing Minecraft. I have an idea. This is actually embarrassing. This is someone I know in person, have met multiple times, and somehow not following on Twitch. Whenever stuff like this happens, I'm like, how does this happen? How have we met? But like, that's just the reality of social media. At one point, you meet each other at events so many times, but then you kind of forget to follow each other on socials. I mean, I follow them on other socials, just not on Twitch. But I think we're going to go somewhere fun because they're actually practicing for mid-offs, which was something that someone asked about earlier, if I would ever participate in this. And this is something that I definitely would not participate in. I could never, ever do this. But mid-offs is basically a speedrun contest, and they're practicing, which means that if you've ever wondered how stuff like this works and you are like intrigued to just see it, this is a great place to go because then you can actually see how it works and ask questions and stuff rather than like watching the actual mid-offs and being really confused what it is. So yeah, I think this is going to be a really fun place to go to, and they just started their stream, so that's also perfect. So yeah, I think we're going to go here. If you guys are hanging out here and you would like to join our Discord, that's where we hang out with the community outside of stream hours. That's also where you can find my schedule in time zone friendly ways. That's also where you can find our Minecraft community server. I would like you to know that you can only join if you have the palm tree role, which you can save up for with channel points here on Twitch. So it's not a paid server. It's just so that people that join the community have to be part of the community for a little bit longer than like a day before they can join the Minecraft server. But other than that, everyone's welcome to join. So if you do have the palm tree role, feel free to join that Minecraft server. The planties are really active on it. If you want to follow me on any of my other socials, you can do so through the link that was just posted in chat. I am primarily active on Instagram, and I actually recently posted a cool post that I'm going to post another cool post tomorrow. So if you want to keep an eye on that, feel free to do so. And you can also check out my YouTube channel for more gaming content. I'm actually working on a big Minecraft video. I'm like gonna post my first 100 days video very soon, which I'm a little bit nervous about, but I'm still working on the edit, but I'm hoping to finish it today and post it this week. So if you want to come along and check that out on YouTube, the link was just posted in chat. And we're going to go raid and say hi to Cambam. So if you want to join me on that raid, feel free to copy pasta one of the raid messages. We have ones with emotes that you can use if you're subbed to the channel, and then we have ones with regular emojis that you can use if you're not subbed to the channel. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you for being here. I had a really cozy vibe today because I was sleepy, but it was also nice. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow evening for gaming or Wednesday for some co-working. But I appreciate you guys and see you later.